Okay, greetings, patriots, starseeds, and light workers. Of course, our military that protects our Constitution in the United States Republic and our new state of Canada. Welcome to 1776 United, and today is June the 20th, 2025. Okay, so I just did a video on the takedown of the deep state in Iran and in Israel. Okay, this is what the back channels are chatting about right now. They're not chatting about the hype on the street as the war is going on between Israel and Iran. Okay, but the back channels and the backroom talks right now between the people that are in the know are talking about their success in dethroning Netanyahu and Kahani, and both of those were deep state puppets that were both installed a long time ago. And they've always had their own agenda. And like I said, the people of Israel, the good people of Israel, the good Jewish people of Israel, all they wanted to do was live in peace. And the good people of Iran, all they wanted to do was live in peace. And now they're going to have that chance now that the Global Alliance has been going around, doing their job based on what Commander Trump is saying. You have to understand that Commander Trump is, he's a peacemaker, okay? He's a liberator. And I've said this before many times, that he has stopped more wars, not necessarily Russia, because Russia-Ukraine, because there was a deep state agenda there that had to be denazified, okay, and that was why that went on. But the squabble with Pakistan, Pakistan and India was stopped by Trump, okay. The war that was going on between Aragon and Turkey, and the unrest that was going between there and Iraq, that's all been settled, but through Trump. Okay, so he's a peacemaker, no matter what anybody wants to say or think, but I'm not hearing too many derogatory or shit talk from any of the libtards that are out there, which is telling me that I think they've got to the point where they've just given up, and they're just going to go melt off into a corner of their basement. So anyways, now where does that leave us right now? Okay, well, I'm kind of trying to think out of the box a little bit and figure out where this is going, because I want to get the right message to you, based on my studies. So what I'm thinking is that we have a situation in where UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Germany. Who was at the G7? All those clowns. They're all deep staters. So how? My question is how is the Global Alliance going to take these countries? Are they going to go in there and start, because there is dumbs in all these countries still. How are they going to do? Hit them with bunker busters? That should wake up a few people. I mean, that's what they're doing with Iran. That's what they're doing with Israel right now. That's what they've been doing around the world to clean out these dumbs. They did it in Taiwan. There was lots of things and actually going on in the Philippines when I was there. So, I don't think we're, people that live in Canada and, England and France and Germany and Australia and New Zealand and other countries that are still have this deep state around their throats, expect some action. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm open for questions, and anybody wants to ask me, I'm happy to answer. But I think that, yes, Israel has been left for last. Now, I reported, and I give you a briefing there and reported back to you and let you know that Italy and Australia and Canada, those three countries, they were taking out high-level targets in all those three countries at this point. Now, as far as the underground DUMBs, I know that there's special operators up here in Canada right now, and they're doing things very covertly, and they're on a mission. They're in there to clean them out. Now, we don't have deep, ancient underground DUMBs and tunnels and, systems like that, like they do in CERN or Switzerland or any places like that. That's being left up to the higher beings that are able to deal with that higher level of threat. But these ones that are here, like such as the one in Stanley, Idaho, they had, Space Force in there with Army engineers and come in there and took it right out. And that bounced everybody out of bed. There's only 150 people in that small town. It's a beautiful small town in Idaho, northeast of Boise, Idaho, I think it is. I've been down that way, and it's, really, really great people. Boy, I tell you, I just love to have a ranch down there somewhere. Maybe I will someday, but, that would be a pretty cool place to set a spread and, go in there and start, have a huge ranch to, for sanctuary for horses, right? Anyways, so this is what I'm seeing right now. I believe that with Canada coming down, and I'm thinking about mainly Canada right now because I think that there's going to be no border. Now, I'm in Abbotsford right now, and I went down there just to kind of check to see what kind of action there is, and, at the border at Bellingham here in Sumas. And it's business as usual, lineup for it's just lineups everywhere, and it's getting stupid busy in the lower mainland. I mean, when I come back here, it was just, it's bumper to bumper, and that's even on all the back roads that, we used to ride horses in when I was a kid here. So, I mean, it's just bumper to bumper traffic now. So I don't know where they're all coming from, but they're coming. Anyways, if that's going to open up the border, then that's going to be probably really good, because then people will be able to travel back and forth without all these lineups there. And I believe that's going to come down, and it's going to come down this year. So I believe the takedown, with this tribunals, global, international tribunals, is going to continue, and it's going to continue till they're all cleaned up, because the Global Alliance, Space Force, and the NSA have the goods on everybody. They have, I don't care if you were wearing a mask, throwing bricks, and doing whatever, you have been caught. And I think they're in the midst of rounding a lot of them up there right now. So I know for a fact that there's a lot of criminals out there that are having sleepless nights waiting for the day that the knock comes on their door. And when they open the door, there'll be a barrel pointed right there saying, "You're coming with us quietly, or are we going to have problems?" And that's how it's going to go down. So anyways, I believe that, there's still, I know Israel and Iran, whatever's going on there, Trump said it was going to be the last, but expect some action going on in these countries. Like I said, Canada, UK, Germany, France, and Australia and New Zealand. I believe there's going to be some, cleanup and some, banging around going down in these countries. So expect that to happen. But I think it's not going to be significant or as important or even high level as it was in Israel and Iran, because those are two powerhouses. The most, in the European, Middle East European campaign, those were two extremely very powerful countries, because they had everything at their beck and call, and their, of a lot of influence. And they had the Israelis had a lot of dirt on a lot of Hollywood actors and a lot of politicians, because they were the ones that were running the little islands up Epstein Island and all this other stuff. That's where it all come from, was Israel. Anyways, my time is up for now, and we'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye for now.